Hey, this is Hal Harrell, your school superintendent here for Uvalde Schools. And today we're at Dalton. I'm with Miss Mandy Pruitt, principal of Dalton Elementary, which has pre-K and K students. And we are getting ready, prepared for our first day of school. It's going to be here shortly, and we're going to be ready. And we just want to talk about what Dalton will look like this year for our very new students to the district, our pre-K students, and our kinder students that are returning. So Ms. Pruitt, thank you for having us. Thank you for letting us come around and show some of your campus. So tell us what's going to be different this year.
So we've put a lot of things in place for our parents and for our students so that they're safe. That's our first priority, is keeping our students and our staff safe. You'll see all of our staff in face coverings, and we'll be here in the mornings to greet you, either in the front circle for drop-off or...
So to talk a little bit about what happens if you happen to be late to school, we're going to explain that we'll be using our bus circle on the north side of the school. As of 7:45, you can pull through. You'll be able to call for someone to come out. There will be paraprofessionals and teachers, staff out here to get your child. We'll come out if we need to. We'll take them to class, walk them there, so you'll be able to stay in your car. You'll come over just like this, and we'll come to the car and take your child out. One thing that you need to know is if you have an emergency during the day, if you have an appointment or your child needs medication and you need to bring it to campus, we'll ask you to pull through this same driveway and do the same process. Call us and we'll come out to you so that we limit the number of visitors on our campus so that we can keep our staff and our students as safe as possible.
Ms. Pruitt, our first day of school is fixing to be upon us, and tell us a little bit about parent drop-off. When they drive their kid to school, where would they drop their child off at?
So when you come for morning drop-off, if you're bringing your child, you'll come through the front circle at Dalton. You'll drop your child off. There will be teachers and assistants here to take them from you. Because we won't be allowing visitors on campus, we want to assure you that we will walk your child to class. We'll take a first day photo for you that will get sent home. We'll do all the things that we know are important to you to make sure that your child is safe and secure here at our school.
And if there was a situation, maybe a special meeting on a child that needed the parent to actually be in person, what would that process be?
That process would be the parent would be checked in to the office, and they would be meeting with me alone. Any other people that we need, if we were having an ARD, if we were having a special meeting that concerned other people that needed to be involved, those people would be joining us virtually, and the parent would be meeting with me in person.
And those schedules will be made through phone calls,
yes,
contact, either
through phone calls,
to you
emails. We have a number of ways that you can contact us. I'm always available on campus. You can call and make an appointment if you need to speak to me. And we'll set those meetings up well in advance so you'll have time to plan.
Good. So first day of school and throughout the remainder of the school year, as children are dropped off, they will be walked to their classroom
Yes.
directly?
Yes.
And breakfast, how do they get their breakfast?
We do breakfast in the classroom here at Dalton. So breakfast is delivered to the classrooms. The teachers pick it up when they come in and get their children in the morning. And we do breakfast in the classroom.
Good, good. Speaking of classrooms, do you have one close by that we can go look at?
I do.
All right.
I do.
Ms. Pruitt, as we moved into the classroom, it looks like your teacher's been busy getting ready and preparing for first day of school. So describe to us a little bit about what the child will encounter when they do walk into the classroom.
Okay, so our teachers have been super busy this summer, coming in on their own time to get things ready to make sure that we have safe distancing in our classrooms. You can see they've set up the classrooms so that there are no more than 2 students at a table, and soon we will have a plexiglass partition that divides those students. We've enabled the classrooms so that the stations are set up so that there is social distancing, and it will provide the maximum safety we can in the classroom setting.
Good. And you hit exactly what we need to talk about, is the safety of our students and our staff.
Absolutely.
Throughout the day, I guess you'll have custodians walk through here and clean.
We will. We'll be cleaning high surface areas, high touch areas throughout the day, often as needed. And then when students go out, we'll have the custodians come in and do a mist that disinfects and sanitizes the entire classroom.
Good, good. So you got those protocols in place, those procedures?
We do.
Good.
We do. I work here too, so
yes, exactly.
I want it to be as safe as possible for our students and our staff.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for doing that. So We talked about breakfast a little bit. Will the kids have the opportunity to go to the cafeteria once or twice a week for lunch?
They will. We'll be working with an A/B schedule. Students will either be in the classroom or they'll be in the cafeteria. We also have a third option. We have picnic tables set up outside so that we have picnic areas that they can go and have lunch, enjoy the fresh air and the sunshine. So there are 3 places that they'll be eating this year, and it'll just rotate.
Good, good. Do you mind if we go look at the cafeteria?
That'd be great.
My favorite place.
Mine too.
All right, let's go. Ms. Pruitt, we've moved into the cafeteria, and you mentioned kids may rotate through based on classroom and some of those factors. Talk to us a little bit about what our kids will encounter when it is lunchtime.
Okay. So we have logs on the floor. When the students come in the classroom, we have decals of logs that they'll step on to ensure social distancing. When they sit at the table, well, first they'll go through the line. They'll be getting a to-go lunch, whether they eat in the cafeteria, at a picnic area, or in their classroom. They'll get a to-go lunch with everything in it and take it with them. So it's going to be kind of neat. The kids are going to love that. And then we'll sit them at the tables if it's their day to eat in the cafeteria. They'll all be facing one direction. We have stars on the table by color that show which classroom sits where, and students will have their place to sit during lunchtime.
Very good, very clever. I like what you've done in here. But you also mentioned that maybe outside dining as well?
We have some outside picnic areas set up for the kids that they can get sunshine and vitamin D.
All right, so if the weather's good, we can be outside too.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for doing all this.
Ms. Pruitt, we talked about drop-offs in the morning. We talked about if a parent needed to come during the day or bring a late arrival. We talked about the classroom, eating. Last thing we've got is kind of the end of the day, the departure. What is your schedule for that?
So our plan is to handle afternoon pickup just like we've always done. Parents will pull through. We'll run 2 lines through the front circle of the school. Like to remind you, please don't block 4th Street in Leona. But we'll be here. Be patient with us the first few days of school because lots of parents will be picking up. But we'll get into a routine and we'll have plenty of help out here so your child will get safely to you.
Good, good. And as we walk across your campus, moving back and forth, you've done a great job and your staff has done a great job, custodial staff, in preparing an environment that is safe, that is socially distanced, and one that will be routinely cleaned. And you've got great procedures in place that will take care of our kids, our staff, and parents when they need to come. But most importantly, our kids are going to be well taken care of, and our staff will go home safely each and every day.
Absolutely.
So thank you very much for doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.